Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to farm ample tokens. Right now, as you can see, the ROI is around 450% per annum. But before we get started on all of that, let me just make some updates on the Wi-Fi video I made a couple of days ago. The distribution of the Wi-Fi tokens from the Curve pool has been stopped. For about a week or something, like as mentioned by the Vion team right here, distribution comes to a close for now. Please make sure to unstake from pools 1 and 2. So we staked our tokens in pool 1, which was the Curve pool. So here they are saying to it's better to unstake your Curve pool tokens. All right, governance is moving over to only Wi-Fi voting. So a lot of changes happening here. I think next week they'll be making announcements of why on V2, and we'll see how it goes there. But as the team has said to remove the stake tokens, you better do that. So let's just, and you may have noticed that it has gone to 0% for that reason. You're still getting 8% API, but the Wi-Fi token airdrop or distribution has gone to 0%. Right. So what you do is to unstake your tokens, you basically unstake. You don't need to remove your liquidity, because what I think is going to happen in a few days, I think the Curve native token is going to get released, and the only way to earn that is going to be through providing liquidity. So don't remove I wouldn't recommend removing your liquidity right now, because you'll be able to earn Curve tokens, and that time when Curve tokens are released, a lot of people will flock over to Curve to deposit their stable coins, and that time this APY is going to go at least to 20 to 25%. So it's better to keep your liquidity still in the pool. Okay, and obviously for providing the liquidity, you'll still be earning CRV tokens too. Okay, so let's just see how to remove the stake from the Yearn or YGov side. Okay, so you just come to the withdraw page on the Y pool. All right, just come to the withdraw page. All right, you come and you just have to do one thing. You just have to click on unstake. So when you unstake, it unstakes from Yearn, and then you receive those tokens in your wallet. I'll not be doing it right now, I'll be doing it after the video, but that's how you basically do it. If you want to claim your Wi-Fi, you have to claim if for another transaction. All right, if you just want to withdraw all your funds which are right here, all right, all your funds which are right here, for withdrawing just one, I'll just click on USDC for example. So I'll just be taking 50.03 USDC, and I'll be claiming my Wi-Fi. So that's how it's going to work. But first I'm going to be needing to unstake my token, then I'm going to be needing to claim my Wi-Fi, and then it's going to be a withdraw transaction. So there are going to be 3 transactions. So that's going to be a lot of fees. I do not recommend doing this if you don't have a lot of funds in the pool, like me. All right, like I have just 50 USDC, so it's not worth it to remove anything right now. I'll just be unstaking later. All right, but you can do as you please. Okay, and I still predict it's going to be a good APY when Curve tokens get released, so that's why I'm going to be keeping my USDC here. All right, so that's it for the Wi-Fi update. Obviously when the Yearn V2 comes out, I'll be making a video on that, so I can give you all an update and not just leave you behind. All right, so let's get started with Ample. Now many of you may not know what is Ample, so let's get started with that. If you already know what Ample is, there are timestamps in the video below where, so you can just bounce around in the video and just go to the part where you have actually come to check. All right, so let's get started. So Ample is basically trying to be the ultimate stablecoin, as mentioned here. Its goal is to be at $1. Okay, it calls itself an elastic supply protocol. All right, so how what does it mean? Basically what it means is at 2 a.m. each day, all right, if the price of the token is over $1.06, it does a positive rebase. Now what does a positive rebase mean? Basically what happens is the Ample team adds more tokens to the supply. Now you may be like, okay, they're just printing money there, then how is it supposed to work? Basically that's the model. It's simple economics right there. Basically what happens is if the demand is the same or less, and if supply is more, a price of a commodity or token decreases. So that's the economics that they're working with right here. Right, so during this, every holder's tokens and their stack automatically or magically increase by 1%, increasing the supply in a bid to bring the price down to $1. All right, so but if, however, at 2 a.m., this is UTC time, by the way, the price is under $0.6, it does a negative rebase. So what basically it does is it cuts the supply by a certain percentage. So what happens is, if it cuts the supply is less, the demand is more or the same, the price of the token is going to increase. So basically, in a bid to bring the price up to $1. Right, so this is how the tokenomics work. It's a little bit confusing, but if you give a lot of thought into it, you'll understand it. All right, but if you already know about tokenomics, it will be really easy to understand how they're doing this. All right, so that's just a basic explanation of the token. You can read their white paper and stuff if you want to, but we're just here for the gains, nothing else. So that's 450% ROI per annum. All right, and this is just from fees, all right, that you get from the Uniswap pool. You also get incentivized for staking those tokens. Now you may be like, what do you mean by staking those tokens? I'll be explaining that, obviously. Basically what the Ample team did was, they wanted to reward the liquidity providers. So they came up with this thing where they came up with something called the geyser. Okay, so basically what you do is you provide liquidity to the Uniswap V2 pool. Make sure it's not V1, it's V2. All right, so you make sure you provide liquidity to the V2 pool on Uniswap. All right, then you receive those V2 pool LP tokens, obviously, from Uniswap. Okay, and then you just stake those tokens in the geyser, in the Ample geyser, basically, which allows you to accrue rewards. The Ample team will be airdropping or distributing Ample rewards to the liquidity providers. So basically they're incentivizing liquidity, and this is how it all works. All right, when I staked my Ample, my estimated rewards were around 1.9 Ample per month, and now it's around 2.4 Ample per month. All right, the APY is still quite a lot. All right, so even if there is other risks involved, it's still pretty good. I'll be explaining all of that too. All right, so that's just how to stake and get fees from Ample. All right, and if you keep your LP tokens staked with the geyser for a long period of time, you'll be given more rewards. All right, so this is for those who want to provide long-term liquidity, who aren't just here for the short term. Right, but if you're here for the short term, that's absolutely fine too. So how does it work? So when you begin staking, you begin at 1x bonus multiplier, the one seen right here, 1x multiplier. All right, so this multiplier increases throughout the trial period to a maximum of 3x after 2 months. So basically after 2 months, I'll be getting 3x of what the estimated rewards will be. Okay, but that time it will be adjusted, obviously, to the amount I'll be receiving. All right, so you'll basically receive an extra amount of Ample tokens just for staking them, just for staking the LP tokens with the geyser. So this is amazing if you're going to do this for the long term. I'm planning on doing this as soon as much as I can. All right, I did hear that they're going to keep continuing this, even though it shows even though in the stats it shows that there are around 76 or 73 days left for this program, or as you can see right here, 75 days left for this program. I think they're going to keep continuing this. I'm not sure though. I'll keep you guys updated in my Telegram group, so be sure to join that below. All right, and I'll be giving all the information there. Okay, so how do you earn money, and how is this 450% ROI? How is it not a scam? You guys may be asking. So basically this is how the ROI has been so high. When Ample fourth supply policy executes its rebase, basically when they add or cut the supply at a specific time, all right, every 24 hours there's a potential arbitrage opportunity between Uniswap and Bitfinex, the two currently supported centralized exchanges. Basically what happens is the Ample reserve automatically adjusts, changing the relative size of the Ample and ETH pools. All right, so when there's a rebase, the number of Ample tokens and ETH also change in the Uniswap pools, which makes a arbitrage opportunity. Now basically, to explain this in simple terms, you might be getting You might be getting one ample at a price of $3 on Uniswap and one ample at a price of $2 on Bitfinex. So what you can do is you can buy a lot of ample on Bitfinex, send it over to Uniswap and then sell it there. So that's basically arbitrage. You're buying at a lower price, you're selling at a higher price. So that's why these pools have been accruing a lot of fees, and that's why the ROI is at like 450%. You can see on Uniswap info, uniswap.info, that this has actually been working, what the Ample team described, because the liquidity right now is at $43 million and volume has been around $35 million, and this happens every 24 hours. So it's just a continuous lapse, okay, and it just keeps on going. That's why I think this is going to keep going for a long period of time. All right, as you can see, the fees is $105,000. all right, so this is how we get a lot of ROI. all right, and that's just, and the ROI right here is just from the fees, as I told you. We are also going to be staking in the geyser, which I'll be showing the clip of also. So that's how everything works. That's why the ROI is so high. It's not a scam. All right, everything you see, whenever you see something outrageous, you should always look more into it before calling it a scam or anything as such. Twitter has been going blasting this token, calling it a scam and stuff. I mean, think what you will, but as much as research I have done, I don't think it's a complete scam or any type of scam, but that's for you to decide, not me. Okay, so how did I do it? I basically came to zapper.fi. That what Ample team described was a bit more complicated, and I just found a simpler way to do it. You can also do it from 1inch exchange. You can do it from other programs too, but zapper.fi is the best one to do it. I'll be showing you a clip here of how I did it. So that's basically what you do, that what I showed in the video. All right, now as you can see, after staking, these are my Ample tokens right here. When I staked them, they were like the LP tokens were worth like $50, but because of the rebase, it's been apparently like 24 hours, and the 24 hours each price has gone up. I think Ample price has gone up, so my rewards, my value has also increased. This is a good way to also get exposure to ETH and Ample, because I converted my fiat to the Uniswap V2 pool. All right, so that's pretty great, and these are my rewards right here. All right, this is from the geyser, not from the fees. The fees rewards, I'll come to know what I earned when I unstake my tokens. So when I unstake my tokens, I'll come to know what fees reward I get. Whenever if you're planning on unstaking after 1 or 2 months, you'll be getting the Ample from the geyser that you earned. All right, and also your Uniswap V2 LP tokens. Okay, and after that you'll be able to remove liquidity. After you've gone through this transaction, you can do another transaction to remove your liquidity from the Uniswap pool, and then you will be getting your ETH and Ample tokens back. So that's how all of this works, and this all works in a compounding effect, because what happens is, what the Ample team does is, all the fees that are accrued are also obviously received by the geyser, so they just invest that back into the pool. That's why you will be seeing your Ample tokens increase right here. All right, that's why my value has gone up so significantly. Okay, so that's how all of this works. I hope it wasn't too complicated for you guys. Do make sure to ask any questions in the comments if you do have any questions, and I'll also be available on Telegram if you join my group. All right, so that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been a long time in the making because of the information, and I hope you guys appreciate that. Do share with your friends so that they can enjoy the 450% ROI. All right, and as always, see you next time.